You're probably not gonna believe me when I say this. The new promo card Ultra NECROZMA EX is actually atrocious. This is easily the worst promo EX card we've ever seen, and we've had our fair share of bad ones. Sit back, relax, and listen to me roasting this thing for a minute. But first, let's mention the good. For an EX basic, 150 HP is an above average stat line. That's it. Now let's bring up the bad. Photon Claw deals 60 damage for 3 energy of any typing. This is equivalent to Venusaur's Razor Leaf and Charizard Slash. In NECROZMA's case, it's clearly meant to provide us with a reliable, faster attack, which preludes NECROZMA's ultimate move, Shoegaze. For 4 energy, Shoegaze deals 120 damage while discarding the top 5 cards from both players' decks. As you all know, the issue with Shoegaze is its insane energy requirement. Dual energy attackers already struggle enough in Pokemon Pocket, as we have no control over the energy type that will be spawning at the beginning of every turn. Ultra NECROZMA is the first of its kind, in that it requires 4 specific sources from 2 different types of energy. This is only the tip of the iceberg though. On its own, 120 damage would never be worth this hassle. The true payoff is the effect, yet discarding the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck will only be impactful for a certain period of time, as it doesn't take long for a player to draw through most cards in their deck. Just like Crocodile, NECROZMA wants to attack as early as possible, as that's when Shoegaze can truly impact the game. There lies the conundrum. Shoegaze is the most difficult attack to enable in Pokemon Pocket, and if you take too long to do so, all you'll be getting out of it is an attack which will fail to one-hit KO most meta-relevant threats. So having that said, let's make a NECROZMA deck. Ladies and gentlemen, my attempt at a consistent Ultra NECROZMA deck. Playing this in ranked, it's not recommended. We're enabling Shoegaze thanks to Giratina and Lusamine. Here's how we do it. We run only Steel-type energy, which we give to NECROZMA. In the meantime, Giratina will generate Psychic energy. We send Pyukumuku to the front line. Pyukumuku dies. We then bring in Giratina to replace him and immediately retreat, consuming 2 Psychic energy. Lusamine will then be ready. Mom Spaghetti. As we bring back the Psychic energy we just spent retreating and attach it to NECROZMA. And thus, the milling begins. Easy. In order for this to happen, we need to find both our EX Pokemon as early as possible, which is why we run a full set of Pokemon Communication. This card is extremely precise given we have a total of 6 Pokemon in the deck. Pyukumuku is our fodder of choice. Innards Out will deal 50 damage to the Pokemon who knocks him out, putting the vast majority of Pokemon at range for Shoegaze. In order for us to prevent our opponents from thinning their deck before we get to mill it, we run a full set of Red Card and 1 copy of Mars to make sure we slow down their overall draws. And there you have it, a not great, not terrible Ultra NECROZMA deck. Giratina generates, Pyukumuku faints, Giratina runs away, Lusamine conveys, NECROZMA obliterates. Click on the link description down below to head on over to Tactor.com, where you'll find all of my decks, and you can share yours. What Pokemon should I put the ground next? Just not this thing again, please. Like, I don't like this card. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It's free. Free is good. Have a solid day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, here we go. This place is an atrocious card. We got a Giratina lead, and we got NECROZMA already. We play double Pokemon Communication so we can find these Pokemon early, as we generally use the Pyukumuku as fodder for that, as we're facing off against Togekiss. There's the Pyukumuku, and there is another research. Very nice. Now the question is, do I apply a Rocky Helmet here? I would expect them to pound me. So I'm gonna do just that. We need our 2 sources of Psychic energy, so we're gonna go for the Broken Space Bellow. And then we're gonna try to pivot onto Pyukumuku, even though that can leave us vulnerable to a Sabrina. We gotta be careful. No pound. There's the Lusamine. As we find Mars. Okay. On to another NECROZMA, who I will drop because I don't want to get completely destroyed by Mars here. I mean, it would be nice to have double Pyukumuku to pivot into. Oh boy, okay. Mm-hmm. Perhaps I dropped that early. Even though I have the Pyukumuku, I've already damaged this Togekiss to a point where I can finish it off with Necrozma. So I'm actually not going to pivot. I'm just going to threaten them with Giratina attacking next turn, forcing them to go in. Getting the kill, like giving them the kill and enabling the Lusamine. The setup has been achieved. All these Pyukumukus are just there for like decoration basically at this point, as we're gonna place the energy on this other Necrozma. We're gonna go for Lusamine. We only have Psych Energy to discard, and we Shoegaze him. I don't know why I read this as Shoeglaze. I'm 12. And we attack the deck! Ladies and gentlemen, we're online, and next turn we can Mars them. Next turn we can Mars them. This thing is gonna hit for a lot. Dropping us down to 70. But this Mars will take away 2 cards from their hand. Oh, they didn't like that. And I'm gonna gaze them again. Deleting their deck. Did we hit the Togekiss? We had a total of 10 cards. Did we hit the Togekiss? We did. And the Acerola. Got him. Oh, baby, we got him. We didn't get to use Pyukumuku right off the bat, but that's generally the idea here. Giratina with Lusamine, giving them a kill. Ideally, that kill is going to be Pyukumuku, right? But as you can see, man, we barely living on the limit. Necrozma for the win! Top tier. Top tier deck right here, ladies and gentlemen. So good. Round 2. Going second. Against Fire. We got the opening again. Ladies and gentlemen. I could drop double Giratina, but I have the Pokemon communication that can allow me to find a Pyukumuku to pivot into. We gotta make this use of this red card. We have 2 red cards and 1 Mars in the deck to constantly be able to attack our opponent's hand, as that can feed our Shoegaze and also disrupt early game setups. Rayquaza EX. Okay, that surprised me. There's Pyukumuku. For the time being, I'm gonna preserve this Giratina in hand. I think I am gonna... Have they professors researched? They haven't yet. So for the time being, I'm just gonna Broken Space. Then having a Rayquaza there is concerning. It's definitely concerning. They have like all sorts of different kind of energies. Maybe because it's just a pure normal type deck. I don't want to rush this red card because they haven't played a research yet. And they can't attack with Soul Valley just yet. And because they can't, they build up 1 more card. And now the red card definitely helps. There's a Rocky Helmet. I'm not sure how useful that'll be. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna red card. I'm not gonna deploy this Rocky Helmet just yet. I'm basically just going to Broken Space again. We do need to find Lusamine. Without Lusamine, our Necrozma cannot be enabled here, so maybe I should have put the Rocky Helmet to be able to knock this out with a Photon Claw. They're gonna try to make me discard my energy, but that kind of like helps me. Even though it does actually suck. Okay, let's go for that research. Let's drop that second Necrozma. Start pumping it. I don't really feel a need to, I don't feel a need to Rocky Helmet just yet. I am worried about the, why do they keep doing this? Like, I'm already dead. I mean, yeah, to enable the, but it's still, it's such a waste. You're gonna kill me anyways. That was a, I think that was a misplay. There's no way that wasn't a misplay. I need to draw into Lusamine. Otherwise, I'm kind of like hard stuck here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go with our Rocky Helmet. And gaze them with our shoe. I don't even know what that means, but we're doing it. Attack the deck. Oh, that's a lot of supporters. And that Rayquaza is just like gonna attack tomorrow. I'm not vulnerable to Sabrina because I can just pivot away. Another Lusamine just seals. No, I always discard it. This is like my biggest issue with Necrozma's design is just like the fact that it's actually, why does it have to be a symmetrical effect? Like you're telling me I have to go through all this trouble to enable this thing and I still mill myself? That's bullshit. Like, honestly, that is Omega bullshit. Have I killed Silvally? No, there's only one Silvally. 4 cards left. No matter what I get attack here, do I go for the Sabrina here just to deny that? Because then I just guaranteed win. Yeah, if I deny Silvally, I just guaranteed win. Because there's just no way they can generate the amount of energy to survive here. We Sabrina, and we just, they have Silvally in hand. So they have a dead card in hand, and that's just basically checkmate. We also got no deck, but you know, not like we need it. It would be nice for it not to do that. And we just continue to gaze them. Have we hit double Ilima? We have only hit one Ilima. It's likely they have an Ilima in hand. Maybe they commit Ilima Sudoku. That is... No. They just try to hold on to your life. I just float and claw them. Yeah. No need to overexert ourselves. 2 in a row. Easy. The deck is working. Like it's actually working. Round 3. Psychic with that Giratina lead. Okay, we got the Lusamine and the Pokemon Communication. Pokemon Communication may seem very excessive. It's just like every deck is just like, what color is it? It's just no. It's just basically no. I'm gonna go for the Broken Space Bellow. I'm not gonna go for the red card just yet. We got double Pokemon Communication to essentially, like, the moment we draw into a Pokemon, we will find Necrozma. That's the purpose of it. We have 6 Pokemon in the deck, so double Pokemon Communication really allows us to consistently find the piece that we need. Because Necrozma is the Pokemon we want to be dumping our Steel-type energy onto. Anything else we don't, because we gotta be careful, because the moment that energy is consumed, then it enters the pool for Lusamine, and we lose that precision. And my opponent seems to just have left. Oh, they're back. And now, as they build up their hand more, is when this red card will come to play. They played Sovali Giratina. Sovali Giratina is a little bit weird. That Giant Cape could be a problem, though. And they just completely denied my red card value here. But, you know, it's a weird combination, to be honest. Okay, no need for Pokemon communication. If we top deck Necrozma, just like that, I'm going to Broken Space again. And now I would like to find Pyukumuku so I can pivot into it. I need to find like some actual like value from red card if I want to play it. But they're really not giving me it. At all. What about a Rocky Helmet? Okay, there's the Pyukumuku. There he is. I'm gonna go ahead and pivot onto it to give us that extra damage. I should have gone for the Broken Space. I derped there. But if they bring to me, it dies anyways. This puts it at range, allowing us to bring Necrozma in and start glazing them. What? What? Rocky Helmet would be very nice, but no such thing. We're gonna go for the Lusamine. Placing energy here because why not? Let's go for the Shoegaze. And try to delete their deck. We got the Cyrus. I repeat, we got the Cyrus out of them. They bring in Giratina to the front, which I'm not sure I understand. That's very strange. I thought they were going to use Sovali as a way to buy time. Did we lose the other Necrozma? We actually did not. But we're about to, because I want to delete one card from their hand with this Mars. At the expense of a bunch of my own, because I don't know why this effect is symmetrical. I really don't. Oh, they had double Cyrus. Oh, I get it. Oh. Well, I mean, we had a 33% chance to deny it. Damn. Damn. All right. Going second this time. We have an Ultra Beast Necrozma lead, but we do have the Leaf, thankfully. Very, very key. Dark Giratina. Ooh. We want to find other Pokemon. We want to find Giratina, so we're going to research first and then Pokeball. Oh yeah, look at that thinning. Look at that thinning. The squad is here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, first of all, we want a red card because that's just a lot of cards. So being able to take 3 cards with red card is definitely a win here. Now, do I want my NECROZMA to take a ping like the one that I'm going to attack with? Not really, so I'm going to build you up. I'm going to drop the Pikumuku as well. And I'm going to start building up the Giratina, resorting to Leaf to pivot. Problem is, Darkrai can kill this Pyukumuku without a problem. The fact that this NECROZMA is Cyrusable now is a bit of an issue. Regardless, we want to place the energy here first. Like, do I leave this turn? How do I navigate around the Darkrai? I think I have to just kind of hope that my opponent walks into this. We got the double Lusamine. So I have no choice but to put this energy onto Giratina to threaten the incoming swing. That's what we're doing here. We have to adjust, right? Darkrai makes things a little bit awkward because they can kill our Pikumuku without attacking it, which is a big problem. So because they're doing that, we're gonna pivot. As we chaotic impact for the finish. They have to place another energy. I mean, they can just wear us down with an attack exclusively. They go for the Pokemon Center Lady, which doesn't make as much of a difference, really. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have 2 sources of steel energy. Like, there's a good chance that I won't be able to attack with NECROZMA after. I'm gonna have to double Lusamine, but there's a chance I get 2 Psychic Energies. But the thing is, I'm not really aiming to use Lusamine here. I'm aiming to just immediately Mars them to deny the potential Cyrus, which is what I lose to. Since a Photon Claw is enough to get the win here. Is that the best approach, though? What do we do? Do we play? I mean, we are so vulnerable. We are so vulnerable to a Cyrus. It's crazy. But then we have to get a good roll with Lusamine to be able to get the kill here. What is the best call? My instinct tells me to Mars. We strip them of the hand, and then we can Photon Claw. And then hope Lusamine hits just the spot here. This Mars basically reduces their chances to having Cyrus significantly. And now we just gotta believe in Lusamine. The Darkrai just really made things so damn awkward here. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Ah, shit. Okay. Wow. That was perhaps a bit premature. Okay. We got the psychological victory there. They saw the Lusamine, they're like, it's over. They didn't even look at the energy that we generated. Because of course we're gonna get one of each. I mean, at least we didn't get double steal. But that was quite the conundrum because, you know, Pyukumuku is there to put things at range for Necrozma to kill. But Darkrai can just get away with killing it without attacking. And yeah, that was a massive problem actually. But we got him anyways. What do we got now? Oh, okay. That could mean Oricorio. Uh-oh. We have a Pyukumuku lead. Is there like a... Does an electric type deck exist that doesn't run a Oricorio nowadays? I mean, I see Dondozoid that this just completely throws me off. Just please don't have Oricorio. Maybe I can mill it. You know? Maybe just play Dragonite with Dondozo and no Oricorio. That could totally happen. I'm gonna go for the Pokeball first. Because I have the Pokemon communication already. Which means the moment I find another basic here, I guarantee a Giratina. There we go. Easy. Easy. I do like this double Pyukumuku. On to Giratina and Necrozma. I also enjoy the idea of going for a red card here. To punish their greed a little bit, especially because I have this Mars as a backup. Now we're just missing Lusamine. And we're set to go. And these Dondozos get one hit KO'd. So the idea here is once they kill our Pyukumuku, I can bring in Giratina and then I can retreat with it, consuming the energy, and then Lusamine to bring in Necrozma and hit them. So it is indeed Dragonite. It is indeed Dragonite, and that's actually a bit of a problem. Well, now they're kind of like stuck with this, though. Now they are stuck with these Dondozos because they have no Tatsugiri on the board. They completely flooded it. So I can just like take my time. Problem is like it's still like a Dragonite. I kind of regret like flooding the board like this. What if I bring you in? I attack twice. No. Let's just focus on building you up here. Yeah, setting up Pyukumuku was a mistake here. This is awkward. But I definitely just gotta try to chaotic impact them through. And see what happens here. Omega lol. That is highly problematic, though. I mean, who knows? Maybe they get a bad roll. It could happen. It could totally happen that they just like... Okay, no matter what, I can finish that next turn. The nut, indeed. Okay. Steel. We got that NECROZMA lead, unfortunately. We do have one copy of Leaf in the deck. Solgaleo. Solgaleo is a threat. Okay, let's go for the research. Let's see what we can find. We have one communication, which we will use aggressively to try to find Giratina. But we draw into no other Pokemon. Despite having 6 in the deck and 2 Pokeballs. Okay, better late than never. Now with that many cards at hand, I do want a red card to prevent the immediate Solgaleo here. It's maybe one of those games where we just build up Giratina and NECROZMA and we just attack it for 60. Okay, so they have... It's that deck. I'm gonna do this because if I can find Pyukumuku or another NECROZMA, I can work with that better than with the Giratina. I'm just missing Leaf here. I'm just missing Leaf here, and they're low on cards. Like that red card hit them hard. But they find the Shiinotic. If they have a rare candy in hand already, they could enable the evolution here. And then we are... Oh, mega dead. We find the Leaf. That is so key. Oh my goodness. That is everything. Let's go for it. Because we don't have to consume this energy and add it to the pool. Let's retreat you, bring in Giratina. Put the energy onto his other NECROZMA. Put a Rocky Helmet onto you. And Broken Space. Okay, they find the Cosmo M. I need to guarantee that I can enable the Lusamine. So I'm just gonna Broken Space again. As double Shiinotic will definitely allow them to find the Solgaleo EX. No more Pokemon left. Solgaleo comes in and we're ready. We are ready to strike back, and we got double Lusamine, ladies and gentlemen. We've been patient. We have been patient throughout this entire game. As now we're ready to shoegaze them. Here we go. I want to hit that rare candy. I want to hit that rare candy. So let's go for the Lucamine. And gaze him. One rare candy hit. That's a problem. I needed to hit two of them. I needed to hit two of them. Oh, but they make a mistake. Oh my goodness, they made a huge mistake. Wait. Oh, I just deleted my because I delete my own deck. This is God, this Pokemon is the worst. This Pokemon is the actual worst. I gotta gaze him. I gotta delete the last card. It's a giant cape. It is a giant cape. I just need what could that last card be? There's a Sabrina, a Lily. It could be a Lily. What is his last card? Ah! On the limit! Oh, that's Sabrina. They're so mad. Oh my god, they're so mad. They immediately disconnected. Calcio just took the phone and threw it out the window. The salt. I can't even blame him because losing to this bullshit. It's just get gazed out of my face. Yeah, you lost to Ultra Necrozma. Deal with it. Omega lol. This okay, so like we've actually done a lot better than I think we should have. Yeah, this Pokemon I knew from when I announced this Pokemon, it's just terrible. Like honestly, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea why it has to mill both players. Like this is just poor balancing, right? Like because I understand that a mill effect can be incredibly broken in this game, but Dina, my brothers in Christ, like what do you understand how hard it is to enable this thing consistently? It requires two specific sources of different air in Pokemon Pocket. That's just crazy. Like the HP stat is really nice. And you know, once it gets going, but it's not even dealing like 120 damage fails to one hit kill a lot of things, right? And while 150 HP is great for a basic, it's just lacking, man. So the fact that it has to, because if it didn't mill yourself, you can still draw that second Lucamine and enable a second one after, like with a strategy like this. Like there's so many things. Like the fact that you mill yourself is just, it's kind of like the nail in the coffin. It's a fun card to play with. As you can see, you can definitely win with it. I would never recommend this card for ranked, in case you're wondering. Like don't play it there. And you know, I just think they could have made a little bit of an effort to not make it so awful. But maybe in the future we're going to be getting more ways to enable Ultra Necrozma. So it is possible that I'm getting ahead of myself here. Like this card could potentially be a lot better with future expansions if we find ways to transfer energy or give Pokemon energy of like different colors. Like any sort of like card that allows you to You know, like imagine just like an item that says, you know, the next turn you generate whatever energy you want, you know, stuff like that. I don't even know that that would be very good, to be honest, but something of that nature that can allow you to have more control. Because the idea of, I hate the idea of going dual energy with this card, because it's really hard to get like two sources of energy of like the same, like it's just very inconsistent. So I went with this approach as, you know, all we need to do is essentially draw Giratina and Lusamine, and double Pokemon communication allows us to find these pieces quite quickly. So in my opinion, this is like the best thing you can do with NECROZMA. But you can also just try to go with like a dual energy approach and hope that you don't get screwed, which is going to happen a lot, because even decks that only require one specific source of energy struggle with that notion. But yeah, I kind of went on a TED talk here. This card is bad. Okay, I have seen some content creators try to hype it up and stuff, but you know, I'm not gonna bullshit you. Like, this card is awful, but it's fun. It was a fun session, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, because we do this every single day. That is what I say. Shady Penguin used to say that. And I'm just making this outro like really dragged out and awkward and stuff. Appreciate ya. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.